But we have access to all of this. Now, this is what they wanted me to share. The very first thing, our teams are trying to help us all the time. If you're not in God's will, you won't feel an angel, but you might feel a guide. If you're asking to learn, you might feel your teachers. Do you see? So what we want to do is start becoming open to the energy. And we all know that our internal guidance system, our hearts, our team that's with us is always guiding us to good. We don't say, gosh, I did what they told me and darn it, I wish I hadn't, it didn't work. We don't say that. We say, gosh, I knew I should have did that. But they guide us to what to do. We have to do it. We always know I should have done that and I didn't do it. Gosh. When the whole team's going, we've been telling you. We've been telling you. And when you first start becoming aware of this celestial support, your focus is so on the outer. How do they talk to you first? In the outer. We say in the morning, God, show me what you need me to do. Let my angels be with me. Guys and teachers going, okay, I'm looking at the world now. I'm not looking at God. I'm looking at what's happening around me. Okay, all right. That's why your angels and guides and teachers throw stuff at you in the world. It's not by accident that they throw things at you. One of our seminary students have to do a little exercise every week, and one of my students gave me this and permission to share. This is one of her interpreting everything as spirit, so she'll read it to you because you won't see yourself in it. A friend told me about a book she had come across 20 years ago while her husband worked for a publishing company. They would get proofs of books not yet in their final form. This particular book did not impress her very much, and she put it out of her mind. Many years later, she was traveling with her husband on a train in Copenhagen going to Sweden. This is another country. She wasn't in another country before. She was waiting on the train and decided to go into the station bookstore. Yep, there was the book. But she didn't remember it. She purchased it, and only about a third of the way through did she remember the book, laughed, and put it down, not finishing it. Last month, she said, she was in a library looking for a book for a road trip, and yep, there it was again, but it had a new jacket. And just like before, she picked it up and began to read it. Then it dawned on her it was the same book again. She laughed when she told her story. I asked her if she got it. Got what, she asked. I proceeded to tell her that someone somewhere wanted desperately for her to read that book again. I told her that they were putting it in front of her again and again because there was a message in there somewhere for her if she'd just read the dang thing. She might discover something wonderful. Serendipitous activity. Serendipitous activity. It is defined as the faculty of providential discoveries by accident. That's Webster. Providential discoveries by accident. So I looked up providential. Caused by divine intervention. So serendipity actually is divine intervention causing you to make discoveries by accident. By accident? I think not. I think by no choice of your own, perhaps. But divine intervention. When we start looking for the clues in our outer world, we move into a space of serendipitous activity. Our first step today, to become aware of our angels and guides and teachers. Our step as we walk out that door. Since we know at this point we're very focused on the outer, why not look for the serendipitous activity that appears before us? Why not look for the messages of the divine intervention accidentally finding us and see what messages we're being given? Fun game. Most people love serendipitous activity when they're prospering. They love it, finding the money on the ground. And you can do that. You can say, I want to prosper, and all this money finds you. Finding serendipitous information about the growth of your soul is even more fun. Everyone say, yes, it can be. we all know that our higher self is really our goal. We want to get that divine perfection that's part of us. Every single human child of God has a spark of divinity that has never left God consciousness. It's one with God always. Our journey here is to bring that divinity into our complex beingness and radiate out as a divine child of God. But this complex beingness is so labored with beliefs and situations and challenges and the matter and the this and the that it's hard for that higher self to be fully present. And you know the difference. You know when you call forth your higher self and it's present and you're rocking it, every word you say is beautiful. You all know that. And you know those mornings when you wake up and you're going to grump and there ain't nothing going to change it. These angels, guides, and teachers are helping us create a space so that our divinity can fully become present. They're our team. Their goal is the same as ours, Christing us. That's their goal, helping us become that Christ. We don't look to them so we become puppets. We look to them so we become awake. And don't you think those moments when you wake up grumping, isn't it reassuring to know you've got support right there and you can bring them to you?